Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're looking at women getting exposed by their own words, taking accountability a little too late, and completely losing it whenever men stop playing by the old rules. Bro, this one is full of contradictions. But let's get into it, right after you subscribe, of course.
You know, ladies, if you have a good man, put in the effort. That's why my relationship ended, is I took it for granted. I was trying to find myself, and I guess selfish, and didn't really think of his needs. So that is why I am in the predicament that I'm in, and I just kind of keep digging myself in a bigger hole. So if you have a good man in your life, show him some appreciation, because they deserve to feel wanted too. And if you let it slip too long, it'll just go right through your fingers. So for the people wondering what I did, is I guess I didn't do enough. And I now lost my love and my best friend. So the whole video that blew up about me, don't be where I am, let's start over. I'm starting over because it's my own fault. I took things for granted.
And there it is, accountability, rare enough to deserve its own national holiday. She admitted she had a good man, took him for granted, chased finding herself, and now she's finding herself alone. Crazy how appreciation always shows up after the breakup. Bro already became the lesson. Moral of the story? If someone keeps watering your garden while you bring nothing but weeds, don't be shocked when they stop showing up.
We need to stick to the status quo, which is men approaching women. Women should not be approaching men. I think men have lost the plot because they love to just use their excuses of, oh, it's not worth the reward, or we're like gonna come off creepy. Like, you gotta get over that, or else you're literally gonna be single forever, and we all know that you don't want to be single forever. I also think that it's like crazy because I think sometimes men just think that like one day like a girl is just gonna like, they're gonna snap their fingers and like a girl's just gonna like end up in their house, and then like that's the girl that they're gonna get married to. And it's like, it's not that easy, and it doesn't work that way. Like, you actually have to go out and do the work. You shouldn't be pushing 30 and like still not knowing what you want for the rest of your life.
Hold on. So men are expected to take all the risk, but women still refuse to approach? That's one interesting business model. Bro, society spent years telling guys that approaching is creepy, risky, and unwanted. Now everyone's shocked fewer men are doing it. Crazy part is, the same people who change the rules are complaining about the results. You can't put up a keep out sign and then ask why nobody's knocking.
I went through that phone for the first time, y'all. The first time in years. When I tell you I was not prepared, I didn't know that a woman could move like that. Now, I knew women could be shiesty. I knew that. I knew women could cheat. But what I saw, I actually threw up. And I'm not saying that figuratively. I physically threw up. I don't know what to do.
Bro, imagine checking a phone one time and immediately throwing up. Nah, that's not a relationship anymore. That's a crime scene investigation. Dude said, I knew women could cheat. Then reality hit him like a freight train. Crazy part is, whatever he found was so wild his stomach literally clocked out. And people still wonder why so many guys would rather stay single than play detective in their own relationship. That tells you everything.
So yesterday, I made a video, right, about a woman. Well, it's not even a woman. I'm gonna call her a bitch. A bitch who made a video about some men at a concert who were making a video to a song and saying that men want to be baddies, men used to go to war, all because they were enjoying the song. And it's given that a lot of you women on social media, it's given that y'all are actually the ones who are miserable because men aren't miserable without y'all. Like, you feel me? Anything a man does that just gives them a little bit of joy, you bitches are upset. It's like y'all think that men should just be at home crying, this, that, and the third, because women are saying, like, oh, we don't want y'all no more, and don't talk to us, and da da da. Y'all thought they were just gonna be sitting there down in the dumps when a lot of men can live without women. It's very obvious. It's given that. Y'all hate that. Y'all hate to see a man happy when it has nothing to do with a woman. Y'all are the ones who are miserable. Y'all talking about a male lonely epidemic. There's a women lonely epidemic. And it's a lot of you bitches on social media that are the ones that are lonely. Because and it still just can't. So for some reason, my brain can't operate to think that a lot of you women really just sit up here day in and day out, make videos about men who are just living their life, and it bothers you. It bothers you so bad that they're just living their life. They're happy. They got a little pep in their step, a smile, a laugh. Like, it just really bothers a lot of you bitches because y'all are the miserable ones. I said what I said. It bothers y'all that y'all can't get to a lot of these men the way that y'all want to. The only men that y'all can get to are a bunch of simp-ass men and men who don't get bitches. That's it. But other than that, men who actually have self-esteem, self-respect, right? Know their worth, etc., it bothers y'all that y'all can't actually get to those type of men. That y'all's comments and y'all's videos don't do shit to them. It just makes you look fucking predatorial, creepy, like weird, insecure, lonely, miserable, bitter. Y'all don't think about that shit. It's obvious. And all you bitches in her comment section that was agreeing with her talking about, oh my God, it ruined my day. How the fuck does a man being happy ruin your day? You're miserable, bitch. There's no fucking way. A man ruined your day because they were happy? Do you know what do you hear yourself when you say that? Do you hear how that sounds? You sound miserable. You sound just completely bird activity. Like, y'all bitches these days are fucking weird, bro. Y'all are weird. I said what I said.
Nah, this is insane. Imagine getting mad because men are singing at a concert. That's the level we're at now? Bro, if a group of guys laughing together ruins your day, the problem isn't the men, it's you. Crazy part is, some people swear men can't survive without women, then lose their minds the second they see men actually enjoying life. That's the biggest plot twist. Happy men are apparently offensive now, and there it is. The mask slips.
Feminism has become a cult where if you don't think like other women, then they actually believe you are the enemy. When I say that I'm not a feminist and I don't believe in feminism, the women say that I'm not a girl's girl and that I'm against women. Here's why I do not care. You're a woman, how can you not support feminism? Why would I support a movement that spent decades convincing women that independence means needing nobody, marriage is optional, homemaking is beneath them, and that fathers are far less important than they actually are? There's a war going on against happy, submissive wives and strong marriages. Amen. People are comfortable seeing women loud, bitter, combative, exhausted, and constantly at war with their husbands. But the moment a woman says she enjoys serving her husband, respecting him, or following his leadership in a healthy marriage, Suddenly, everyone is concerned. Why? Because peace in marriage has become offensive to people who normalize dysfunction. A lot of modern culture profits from broken homes, division between men and women, constant gender competition, and teaching couples to keep score instead of unity. Submission has been twisted into meaning weakness when biblical submission was never about abuse, silence, or losing your identity. It was about order, trust, humility, wisdom, and understanding the power of unity within marriage and also the hierarchy of marriage. People will celebrate toxic independence before they celebrate a wife who genuinely loves bringing peace into her home. They will call a respectful woman brainwashed before they admit some women are simply happy living differently than the world told them to. And this is contrary to what feminists say about having choice, that feminism is all about choice and you can choose what you want to do. Well, when you say you want to stay home, you want to respect your husband, and you want to have kids, suddenly they tell you that this is oppression, that you should achieve for more, that you're lazy and unambitious. But healthy traditional marriages still exist. Women who respect their husbands still exist. Men who lead, protect, provide, and cherish their wives still exist. So if me being against feminism means I'm against all women, then so be it, because a lot of women are already against me for not supporting feminism. I think it's turned into this toxic cult mentality.
This is why people say feminism stopped being about choice a long time ago. The moment a woman says, "I like being a wife, I respect my husband, and I'm happy," suddenly she's the villain. Wait, I thought the whole slogan was "women can choose." Guess that only applies if you choose the approved lifestyle. Bro, that's like advertising an all-you-can-eat buffet, then banning everyone who orders steak. Freedom, with terms and conditions.
We are feminists and we believe in smashing the patriarchy. You no longer believe that a man should pay your bills just because he has a penis, right? I said smash the patriarchy, not my standards. Men are still expected to provide. Okay, so let's smash the patriarchy until the rent is due. Gotcha. Well, men shouldn't be expected to pay for the first date just because they're men, right? Patriarchy, smash it. I'm just not dating a broke man, sorry. Okay, so let's smash the patriarchy until the appetizers come. Okay. Well, men should no longer be expected to propose to women because women are not their property. I am not proposing, that's just embarrassing. Again, I said standards. Smashing patriarchal tradition stops at the knee. Gotcha. You're not understanding. It's smash the patriarchy, but I still want a protector and a provider. So patriarchy without the parts that don't benefit you. Look, what's your problem? All I'm saying is that men should stop acting entitled over women. Agreed. And women need to stop acting entitled over men's protection, money, labor, emotions. This is completely different because men are supposed to protect and provide. Are you dumb? They're supposed to. Says who? Gender role? Tradition? Maybe the ancient patriarchal system that you apparently want to abolish? I just want a traditional man. You want the traditional masculinity without the tradition that actually comes with it, right? We just want equality. Perfect. So you start splitting half the bill, protecting his emotions, protecting him in public, and proposing. Ew, no. And there it is. Men are the ones that created the patriarchy. And modern women keep renewing the script that they claim that they hate so much. Every time they say, well, he needs to lead, he needs to protect, he needs to provide, he needs to do all of these things for me because I'm a woman and he's a man. That's not patriarchy, that's just standards. So what that actually is just proving that you don't hate patriarchy. You just hate being underneath patriarchy. As soon as you get to stand on a man's back while he's providing everything patriarchal, you're all for it. Okay, you know what? I'm the victim!
So half of men from the ages of 18 to 25 have never asked a woman out in person. And more than 70% of young women are waiting or desperately wanting men to approach them. So obviously we've got a huge problem here. And the fear of rejection, we hear a lot about rejection, but what about the fear of the what if? Don't you think that should be bigger than the fear of rejection?
This stat tells a bigger story than people realize. Half the young men don't even approach anymore, while most women are waiting to be approached. Bro, that's two people standing on opposite sides of the room waiting for the other one to move. Everyone talks about fear of rejection, but nobody talks about what happens when an entire generation decides the risk isn't worth it. And then people wonder why dating feels broken.
Highest divorce rates? 2 women. Lowest divorce rates? 2 men. Highest rates of domestic violence? 2 women. Lowest rates of domestic violence? to men. 75 to 80% of divorces filed by women. Top reasons: boredom, unhappiness, no longer compatible. Highest rates for maltreatment of children by women. Women consume social media at a far higher rate than men. Women are also 3 times more likely to deal with mental health issues than men. When you share these statistics, you are automatically labeled a misogynist pick-me who hates women, but fortunately, I care more about truth than being accepted by the sisterhood. I'm also not a girl's girl, I'm a woman's woman, which means taking radical responsibility and accountability for my own gender. And the truth is, we have a lot of work to do. What has happened instead is not only my generation, but the generations of women before us just constantly blame and deflect everything on men. You'll hear them say, well, if the men were good, if the men were better, if the men were more masculine, then we would be better women. And that's an extremely entitled take to say that your virtue only relies on men in society. With that attitude, you will actually never attract the men that you claim to want in society. If you are living a debaucherous lifestyle as a woman, you cannot turn around and say, it's men's fault that I don't have anyone to marry. It's men's fault that the dating pool is messed up. No, it's your fault. The best thing that you can do in your life is just to say, everything is my fault, and start taking radical responsibility for your own life, instead of blaming and deflecting on everyone else.
And here's the word the internet hates the most: accountability. The second someone says women should take responsibility for their own choices, people start acting like facts are hate speech. Crazy part is, blaming men for everything doesn't magically improve anyone's life. Whether you're a man or a woman, excuses don't build relationships. Better decisions do. Bro, personal responsibility isn't offensive. It's just unpopular when the mirror starts talking.